addiction, adoption, and now about my babies. So the reason I was saying that it would be hard to give my 4 beautiful babies up is because I've actually built a relationship with them. With Daniel, I didn't really build a relationship with them. And when I had Daniel, I ended up getting my tubes tied during the procedure. So I had a C-section, they took him out, and then they had cut and burned my tubes. And mind you, I was on birth control when I got pregnant with each of my kids. I never wanted to have kids. It was just that James wanted to have children. So it's like, I loved him so much I would have gave him the world. Sorry, kind of getting ready. And what confirmed to me that I loved James was because the way that I loved my kids is the way I love James. Like, I love my kids as much as I love James. Like, if any of my kids had ever hurt me, I'd still love them unconditionally, like they never hurt me. Is that not the same when you love someone else unconditionally in a relationship? Mind you, this man decided to force himself on me on my birthday. This man has put a hole in my throat, causing me to not be able to talk for a while. For months, really. This is the man who had broke my nose and gave me about 4 or 5 concussions. This is the man who has cheated on me with numerous women. With that information alone, it should be enough to hate him. Well, there's one time in court, my lawyer said she has battered woman syndrome. I was like, what is that? And I looked it up. It's Stockholm Syndrome, but they have a different name for it. And now looking at it, a lot of women probably have this because, you know, you love them. Being with a narcissist is like an ultimate high. Like, they love you like no one else could ever love you. Which is also why it's hard to move on from them and get into a new relationship because nothing is ever good enough. My face is all swollen. Anyways, it comes with the ultimate lows. Like, them almost ending your life. And it's almost like I pretend it never happened and I go back to talking to him again. Anyways, back to the story at hand. So Daniel was adopted at this point. I became close with that family. I ended up, when I lost my place to live, before I lost my place to live, because we were staying at the income-based apartment. And at this time, I didn't want to at first, you know? James kept trying to get a hold of me. I was ignoring him. Like, I'm done with this guy, you know? February 14th of 2019, he called me crying. He was like, she broke up with me. I was going to propose to her. And I want to kill myself. And I was like, don't do that. Please don't do that. I don't want you to hurt yourself. Where are you at? I'll come get you. That's all it took. That's all it took. And I came through for him. More in part 36.